What's going on, everyone? It's Rando. I'm back with another one. Today I wanted to do a little video, again, not at the range, sorry, but I'm going to show you some firearms I have, and I actually want to talk about my biggest regrets when it comes to firearms. And that comes down to purchases, getting rid of some in the past, and my overall thoughts right now. So stay tuned. Number one regret when it comes to firearms would be actually getting rid of a firearm. When I was 12 years old, my grandfather got me a Marlin 30-30, lever action, had a Bushnell banner scope on it. He got that for me for my 12th birthday. I harvested quite a few deer with it through my life between the ages of 12 and 18. When I turned 18, I thought it would be a real great idea to trade that firearm in on a different hunting rifle. And if I could go back in time, I would never have gotten rid of that. I traded in a local gun store. I was stupid thinking, oh, you know what I mean? Like, he'll be happy if I get this one. He really could have cared less. But looking back in time now that he isn't here and hasn't been for a very long time, that is a rifle that I would have really liked to have had and passed to my children. So biggest regret right there that I can share with anybody is if you have a heirloom, a gift, anything from someone, especially somebody that means something to you, don't get rid of it, please. Now, a lot of you are probably out there thinking that was really dumb, you're an idiot. Well, we're all young and we're all dumb, and we make poor decisions that we regret sometimes in life, and that's one that I definitely made. But if I can help someone else, that would be something I would love to share with you. Another regret I have when it comes to firearms, and I'm just trying to share this with you all, just maybe you won't make the same mistake I did, because right now a hot topic and an item that is definitely very more sought after because of the turnaround time are suppressors. So the first suppressor I ever bought is actually a SIG SRD9. If I would have went back in time and kicked myself in the butt for buying this up front, I would. Mainly because I'm very limited with it. Like I said, on a PCC 9mm it works okay. I didn't have any issues with it, but definitely on pistols and stuff like that. Even with my good old PSA full size, which mind you, all the firearms used today are unloaded. Just wanted to share that with you. So even with that, I have to use 124 grain and up, or it's not going to function properly. So I definitely wouldn't have stuck with this. I would have gotten, a dedicated 5.56 can. I would have gotten, a 7.62 can for sure. So that is definitely a regret that I have as far as another purchase with guns goes. One thing I am thankful that I have is my grandfather's hunting rifle that he used most of my life until he passed. So I do have that, at least not going out of my possession. I still use that one. It's a nice 308. Other regrets I have mostly come from following like trends or what other, maybe what I'm getting influenced on by other people as far as a firearm goes. A regret that I don't have based off of influence is definitely the PSA micro dagger. I think it's an amazing firearm, feels great in the hand. And also my nice grit grips, like full GG19. I know that these just fit well. I wish I would have, wish they would have come out a long time ago. It would have saved me a lot of money from other gun purchases. But I don't regret that. I regret other purchases, and some of them you're not seeing in front of you because I filtered them out and traded them in. A big regret many people can have is definitely just getting rid of firearms in a way instead of keeping them. So if you're even on the fence, I recommend highly just keeping what you have and, saving up money and then making your next purchase if you feel that, that's what you need to do. So I always in every video recommend, and including this one, recommend that you go to your local gun store as far as firearms go. Hold something in your hand if you can. Make sure that you are getting the feel for it and that it's comfortable and it's right for you, more so than what other people are telling you, because you need to feel comfortable with what you're shooting. So that's definitely, something I just wanted to share with you. Actually, not a regret, but a positive is the fact that I have my grandfather's old Colt Trooper Mark III and 357. Obviously, this is unloaded as well. I really like this firearm. I remember a kid, him showing me this, telling me stories about it. He would carry this, carry it hunting and stuff. And this was actually always in his nightstand as his home defense weapon. I'm thankful to have this right now. And this is a firearm that will never, ever be on the block to even think about trading in or getting rid of. I will pass this down to my family. So yeah, definitely a positive there at least. Another few considerations at least I want to share so that people maybe don't have regrets themselves. Again, being careful what you're ever going to get rid of and why and what it means to you. Buying proper gear, that's a regret I guess I could have. I always would just, get the firearm, but I never had a proper holster. Now I have some proper holsters, and it makes such a huge difference as far as carrying goes. I'll show you some that I have real quick that I actively use right now. Some of the holsters that I use, and you have to get ones that actually have really good retention, that fit you well, and that are comfortable to use. Now, I've used Sensor Tactical holsters. I think that they're also a great brand. But right now, I just wanted to show you what I'm currently using. As far as Kydex goes, Border Town Holsters makes a great holster, with awesome retention. So I think that's very, very important, having good retention, comfort as far as a holster goes. So just wanted to share that with you, because whenever I first started carrying, I had really crappy holsters. I'm talking like they were like that, weird, I don't know, it's like that foamy material with like the button or Velcro, and it would go into your belt. It was like, yeah, it worked, but was it feasible or smart to use? Not really. I used those like foamy ones, used those for a while actually. And then I got into actually using holsters that work and are functional. The regret I have is whenever I first started carrying, I never ran lights on anything, and now I do. Now I know some people might think they're stupid, but I think it's very important, especially for nighttime recognition of anything. Optics are another thing. Now people, might kind of sneer from them. That a regret I have is not trying them sooner, because I feel that, pulling up and, have an actual, acquisition, like my eye to my line of sight through the optic actually works pretty darn well, and I'm happy that I like it. Now, and another thing that I regretted was I would run an optic before and say use the factory sights, and instead of, stepping up with larger, taller suppressor height sights, or even ones that you can co-witness with an optic. So I think that's important. So just more of an FYI than like a regret for me. And again, you're living, you're learning, but if you're watching this and to this point, I'm hoping it's helping you in some way to not make, mistakes that I did as far as my purchases. You don't always have to buy the most expensive stuff to actually get quality. We're seeing that with, some of the firearms that I have, laid out here, around me right now. So don't feel that you have to break the bank or take from any savings that you have really to come ahead in this game. I think that you can do it, cost effectively. A lot of these options that I have and that I use are pretty darn cost effective, and they've worked for me and lasted for quite some time now, and through some pretty decent use. So just another little, piece of food for thought. But biggest things I can share with you, and my biggest regret, like I said, is getting rid of that firearm. If I could go back in time and, like I said, kick myself in the ass, number one, and even just find the person that maybe bought it from the gun store and see if I could buy it back from them. It's not going to happen. I mean, that was, my gosh, a long time ago. Like I said, when I was 18. And I know I'm not going to find it, but that's my biggest regret. Over everything that I have, I would take all these guns and get rid of them just to have that one back, and mainly because of what it meant to me. So that's my biggest gun regret. I hope that, I can help you just by sharing my story and really emphasizing on that you don't make the same mistake that I did, or at least definitely reconsider it. It's not worth it. Yeah, just another little point of encouragement. I know I might be contradictory sometimes with some things I say. I'm sorry. A lot of what I'm trying to do is just an opinion to share with you to maybe help you glean some knowledge. Thanks for sticking with me while I talked about some, regrets with firearms and stuff like that. I know some things are kind of boring sometimes, but I just wanted to share with you that maybe I could, like I said, maybe I can help someone else out there. There'll be more to come here soon. I'm going to be doing some reviews of some more stuff that I recently just got, and I will be at the range very shortly, thankfully. And like always, God bless everyone out there. Take care. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.